Hey guys, two millennial entrepreneurs here. Today we're going to be going over mobile home investing and explain why it's a good way for anyone to get started in real estate and just to get your feet wet.
Growing up as young entrepreneurs, Nick and I were both obsessed with the idea of one day getting into real estate investing. Just like you guys, we would watch hours and hours of YouTube videos, read pages and pages of blogs, but it just seemed like such a hard thing to get started with. You see all the gurus flashing their fancy cars, their beautiful lifestyles, nice homes, and you just want to get your piece of the action. Today we're going to show you how you can.
If you're related to anything that Rich was just talking about, then we really think that it'd be good benefit for you guys to watch this video all the way through. We think you'll find a lot of value in it. Basically what we're going to be able to show you is a cheaper, safer way to get your foot in the door of real estate without having $80,000 as a down payment and having to get loans or a perfect credit score or anything like that. This is just a good way to get in the door and basically get the idea of what real estate investing is about.
We're not going to be teaching you how to wholesale houses, sign contracts, or anything like that. This year, you're going to have a physical property of your own, and you will be able to cash flow every month. This is exactly how we started. We've made plenty of mistakes, learned a lot of stuff, and we're going to be showing you how. But before any of that, let's get into what is a mobile home. According to Wikipedia, a mobile home is a prefabricated structure built in a factory on a permanently attached chassis before being transported to site.
So basically a mobile home is just a building, kind of like a house, that was just made up in a factory and then it's brought over to either a private land or to a park where it's parked, basically, where people can live. So there's many different variations. Some of them are double wide. They're actually the size of like a small ranch or house, and they usually typically run off of propane heat, sometimes central air and heat, but usually window units is what cools it down. And everything else is pretty much the same. You got your kitchen, living room, 2 bedrooms, 1 bedroom, and a bathroom.
So now that you know exactly what a mobile home is, let's talk about the most important thing, how you can make money off of them. There's 2 ways to make money off of them. You could either buy them, fix them up, and flip them, or you could buy them, fix them up, and rent them out for passive income. We're going to be focusing on how you can fix them up and rent them for passive income, because that's what we did, and we think you'll benefit off it too.
Alright, so let's go over these 2 exit strategies. We didn't choose to flip, but we still feel like we should go over it because it is definitely a possible strategy to make money. So with flipping, you're basically just buying the mobile home for low, putting in renovations, and selling it for high. 2 problems that we really didn't like about flipping compared to renting was, one, being that you're paying lot rent at these parks every month, and for you to do a flip, if it stays up on the market for a few weeks or even a few months actually, then you're going to still be paying and stuck with that bill for $500, $600 every single month, and that's going to eat into your profits. As compared to renting.
And renting is definitely a better way to go. This is what we chose and highly recommend it. It's passive income. It'll pay you for the rest of your life as long as the mobile home's there. Pretty much, you're going to buy the mobile home, you're going to fix it up, get it nicely renovated to the point where people would live in it, and you're going to rent it out every single month. And how you're going to price it is depending on how much the lot rent is. You're going to be looking anywhere from $400 to $600 for lot rent. Ours is $530. So you want to price out 1 or 2 bedroom apartments, maybe lower it a little bit because it's a mobile home, and go for that. So if your lot rent is $500 and your rent is $850, you will be positively cash flowing $350 a month.
Yeah, and just to give you guys an exact idea of what we're talking about when we say lot rent, that's just the rent that you're paying for the plot of land to the mobile home park that your trailer is basically on. So it's going to include the sewer, usually the trash service, and obviously the land that it's on. So that's typically, like he said, anywhere from $400 to $600. And you're going to want to make sure that you confirm with the park before you buy a mobile home in that park how much the lot rent is, and also if they're friendly with subleasing, which is having another renter within the park on a trailer that you own. Because some are, some aren't, but we were able to find one. I'm sure you can too.
Before you go out and buy your first mobile home, let's go over what you need first. You are still going to need some money. It is a smaller investment than actual real estate, but you're going to need between $5,000 and $7,000 to buy the mobile home, renovate it, and the holding costs. Next, we highly recommend that you get an LLC set up, a bank account, and run everything through your business. There's pros and cons to it, but we're not going to get into that in this video. And the last thing you're going to need is a small understanding of renovation costs. If you have a contractor in the family, they could definitely help you, or I'd recommend looking into YouTube videos on basic flooring, paint, and that kind of stuff, how much it's going to cost.
All right, so now you know what mobile homes are and what you're going to need to buy one and successfully rent it out. Now, how do you find them and how do you buy them? This is a pretty good question because you're not going to go on your Realtor and Zillow and all those websites that normally have real estate listings. So what you're going to do here is it's more similar to buying a car than a house. You're going to go on Facebook, Craigslist, your local mobile home park websites, and you're going to find these private sales of people who own a trailer that are just trying to sell it. And you're going to basically go check it out, meet up with them, and you're going to negotiate it just like a car. And the way that this whole thing works is you're just going to get a title just like a car, and you're going to use the DMV to register it and everything. And you're going to want to make sure that you don't buy something with crazy repairs. Like, even if you don't know much, like Rich said, bring a friend, bring someone who knows what they're looking at a little bit. And you want to keep it down to basically just paint, maybe floors, trim. Hopefully you could just paint the kitchen cabinets and not have to do a full rip out. And that's going to really help you out. If you don't have too much to do, it's just going to save you time, save you lot rent, and make the whole process go money. Much, much easier.
Congratulations, you bought your first mobile home. Now let's get right into getting it ready to rent and make some passive income. The first thing you're going to want to do is get everything organized with the park manager. They're going to have you fill out a couple forms, figure out a few things, just so you're all up to date with everything that they need. The next thing you're going to want to do is get friendly with the neighbors. This sounds funny, but we've had neighbors that helped us avoid so many big things. Yeah. You got to think about it. They've been in the park for however long they've been there, so they know everything's structured with the lot rent, with the propane fill-ups, everything along those lines. They're really going to help you, so if you get friendly with them, it's really going to benefit you. After that, you're going to want to get the renovations done as quickly as possible. Talk with your contractor. If you can do it with yourself, get started on it right away, get the materials you need, and get it renovated. If you're buying a mobile home with those simple renovations that we said, like flooring, paint, and that kind of stuff, it should really only take a few weeks because mobile homes are fairly small. To floor it, paint it, and everything should only take you a couple weeks. And right after you're finished, you need your certificate of occupancy, and that's going to be your final step until you have a completely renovated mobile home that is ready to be rented out and make you some passive income. You're going to post it in the same places you found your mobile home for sale, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, that kind of stuff, and you're going to want to price it according to how much money you think you can make in between. So the lot rent is $500 and one-bedroom apartments are $1,000. Maybe you want to price it at $850 or $900, make $350 to $400 a month, and you officially started in real estate. So now what everybody has been waiting for is our mobile home, how much it costs us all in, how much we make a month, and all that kind of stuff. To start, we paid $6,000, which we definitely overpaid for because of the condition the mobile home was in. But we paid $6,000 for it with taxes, everything included, rounded up to $6,000. Then the renovations, which was something that we overdid. We put tile floors in, we put a brand new kitchen, which we actually got for free, and a new bathroom. There was a lot of subfloor replacement. That cost us $2,000, and that was Nick's dad, actually, as a contractor. We paid him to do it, and he definitely gave us a break on everything. And then next was the lot rent. That was one of the biggest expenses because it was $4,000 of holding it for too long. So we rounded it up again just to make the numbers easier to $4,000. So we are all in at $12,000, and we have it rented out for $850 a month. The lot rent is $530 a month, so we cash flow $320 a month on a $12,000 investment, and the mobile home is actually appraised at $15,000 to $18,000. So right there, we already made the $3,000 to $5,000, and we cash flow $320 a month.
All right, so now it's time for the mistakes that we made so you guys don't make them.
I was trying to stop you from moving back and forth.
Can I just go again?
Yeah.
All right, so now it's time to talk about the mistakes that we made so you guys don't make them. First, we overpaid for our mobile home. It was up for $8,000 and we did negotiate it to $6,000, but after looking and seeing the new deals that came up since we bought the last one, we could definitely tell that we probably could have paid around more like $3,000 to $4,000 for it, which would have been nice. But besides that, our number one mistake that we made was taking so long to renovate. So since, like Rich said, my father was actually the one helping us, we tried doing it on our own. It ended up taking so long that the lot rent just kept adding up and adding up, and that's why it's so high. And that's why we're stressing to get the remodeling phase done as fast as possible so you don't make that mistake. Even if you have to pay someone a little bit more money to get a job done faster, it's going to be worth it, because you got to remember, time is money in this situation, and you're really just trying to get it done as fast as possible so the lot rent doesn't kill you.
And the last thing is the renovations. The renovations we thought weren't going to be as bad, because right when we went in, we were like, oh, this place is nice. It's perfect. But right after we got into taking part of the bathroom out that needs to be taken out, we realized there was a lot of rotted subfloor, so we had to replace all the subfloor in two of the bedrooms, or the two bedrooms and the bathroom and parts of the kitchen. So that ate up a lot of money. And then there was some drywall repair that we didn't realize before. That was pretty costly. And then the kitchen, which could have been a lot worse, but we actually took the kitchen from a job, because we do, right here you can see demo, and we removed a beautiful kitchen, granite countertops and nice cabinets. We'll put the video of it up here so you can see what we're talking about. And we put that kitchen in there, so it was free. We also got the appliances from another job, so the appliances were free. And it still costed us $2,000 to renovate it, and took $4,000 in lot rent to get it all finished with. So you're going to have to be smart with the renovations.
Okay, so to sum everything up, do we think mobile homes are a really good investment? We do think that they're a great investment when you're getting started in real estate, and just because you get to set up your business, you're going to get renters, you're going to do all the remodeling, and you're going to do all the stuff that you have to do when you actually buy a real house. So it's perfect for that. Along with that, like we said before, you're going to be able to have this investment with your real estate business, and when you are ready to transfer over to a real house, it's going to be a perfect down payment for an actual house when you're ready to sell. Now, a couple reasons why it's not the best in the world is basically because it does depreciate and does not appreciate, and you can get caught up with the lot rent. So overall, I mean, there's definitely a little bit of risk, but we think if you play your cards right and you watch everything and follow through everything that we told you in this video and don't make the same mistakes that we did, it can actually be a really great investment.
So thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. Please like and subscribe this video to see more of our content. We're going to be putting out more and more videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So again, thank you, and
have a good day.